My Movie Recollection with Vincent Cloud.
And Scott Allwood.
And we're here to talk about movies, Scott, rather quickly and randomly. We have some lists that we'll go through. Let's go through one of yours.
I have two stacks, five each. I haven't got my list done, so that's what we're going with right now.
All right.
I wouldn't pick some. So the top will be one, the bottom will be five. So stack one or stack two. And then
Stack one, number 4.
okay. It is 3 words and it starts with an M.
3 words, starts with an M. Mary something about
No.
who's in it?
It has Ashton Kutcher.
Oh gosh. I don't
Directed
even
by
want to know.
David Zucker. It's one of his not as well known films.
Okay. All right. I don't really watch that guy. I don't know.
Do you want me to just tell you?
Just yeah. Let's get this over with.
My Boss's Daughter.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh. That just oozes 2000 and up. I never saw it.
It's
Let me guess.
oh yeah.
James Caan doesn't approve of Ashton Kutcher because Tara Reid, is that the other one? Okay. Because Tara Reid, he believes, is a straight-laced girl, but really she's a party animal, baby. That's all I got.
uh, so he gets asked to watch his boss's house, and Ashton does it, I believe, thinking he's going to go on a date with Tara Reid, but Tara Reid has a boyfriend and she goes off with him to some party. But then, so as he's watching this house, all kinds of mayhem starts happening, and like people start coming over that he doesn't know. They start doing drugs and stuff. There's an owl that is there. That's the pet, but then it escapes. It's all kind of zany, and there's a scene in the beginning where the boss, uh, what's his name? Anyway,
James Caan.
He's sitting down with her. I believe it's Molly Shannon, and he's just going hard on calling her retarded. And he's like, "Are you retarded?" And it's just like a very out there kind of scene that would never happen now, obviously. So I still found it pretty funny, but I'm also from that time where I now know it's bad. I'm not going around calling people retarded or anything, but that was kind of a big thing that we would do with our friends around that time.
Right.
The movie itself isn't great. It's kind of I love a lot of the actors in it, so I have fun watching it.
So the last time we talked, you said I choose the movies that I just watched because I have a bad memory, right?
Did not do that this time.
Oh, this is different. Okay, I like it. I like it. This is freewheeling, Scott. This is without a net, Scott. This is without a condom, Scott.
Yeah, I just had seen that movie enough to remember enough about it to talk about it. Tyler Levine is in there. Levine? I don't know. He's from a bunch of different stuff. The guy who plays the boyfriend on Scary Movie, he's in there.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Around that time.
Right.
David
Yeah.
Koechner is in there. He's always a hoot.
So it's so it's like a party movie, like kind of like Project X in a way. It takes place in a house or what?
It's not like that at all. No,
Oh.
it does take place at this home, but then all these people just start bombarding this place. Kenan Thompson's in it. He has a role. But they all just kind of keep coming in and out and creating problems for Ashton Kutcher's character.
Well, maybe he deserved it. I don't know. I'm not a big Ashton Kutcher fan. I think I tolerated him in That 70s Show. He did okay in Butterfly Effect or whatever.
Good movie.
Uh, but I don't really kind of seek out his stuff. Although I think I liked Dude, Where's My Car as well. But I don't know. Maybe I am a fan and I just not ready to admit finally.
Yeah, I liked him a lot when he was taking those kind of roles early on, and then he did some other stuff and kind of steered away from bigger movies at some point, and then I'm just kind of like, okay, don't really care anymore.
You ever watch The Ranch, his
No,
show on Netflix?
I never did. No.
I'll show you what this is the show, right? Yep. That's it. That's the fucking show. I swear to God. It's just him and Danny Masterson reunited so they could just fucking drink beer. And then a hot chick shows up. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to fuck you later. Oh, that's what you wanted to? All right. There's like no conflict ever. I don't know. It's such a weird show. I watched it, but I don't know. I am torn between when it comes to Ashton for sure.
Oh,
And you know who else was torn by him? Let's run it down. Mila Kunis, Demi Moore. I'm just saying he hooked up with a lot of actresses.
of course he did. So what's
Damn
your
it.
list again? What's it like?
Oh, alphabetical, and then 1 through 10. Yeah,
Let's go D1.
yeah. Oh shit. Oh man. Okay. 2-word title. Starts with the D. Uh Peter Jackson.
Uh, I only remember him from Lord of the Rings, and I don't really care for
You
those.
got it. You got it was Lord of the Rings. No.
I was like, what?
80s.
Oh, you had me super confused.
It's gory. It might be pre-Evil Dead, but I don't think so. I think Evil Dead might have. Yeah, I think Evil Dead was before this, but no idea, huh?
I have no idea.
Um, Dead Alive.
Never heard of it.
You ever see the poster where it's like a chick, and then like this little skull is, or this monster is coming out of her mouth, and she's just like, ah, yeah.
Kind of sounds
Or maybe
familiar.
she's like trying to pry her mouth open and then there's a little face in there. I don't know. I've seen the cover. Well, I've seen the movie, but I saw the cover a lot growing up. Yeah.
I'm going to guess it is about a woman who has a tiny skeleton living in her mouth, and he's trying to escape, and she's trying to help him escape. I just based that off of what you said about the poster. I have no idea. Please tell me what it's about.
Okay, so this is one of those things where maybe I should have put all the recent movies down because I haven't seen this in a while. I only saw it once actually. Um, but it's Peter Jackson, and if you know him, if you know his early work, it was very gory. You know, they were horror films, but very creative, very Sam Raimi type of style. You know, um, I think a guy has to take care of his mom, and his mom is slowly turning into a zombie or something like that. Um, and there's a giant rat at the end, like 2 stories tall or something. But it's all done again with crazy camera angles and energy. Yeah, I don't know. It was gross, but I ended up liking it. It's quite the experience. Young Peter Jackson. That's what he did a lot.
I didn't realize he had done that genre before. I just assumed his whole series of movies would be fantasy based.
No, that's the shocking part where where they're like, he's usually a indie, he's an indie movie dude, but yeah. I don't have too much to add. I barely remember this movie, but it was fun. Yeah.
You just needed a D name for your list. Oh shit, I need more D's.
Even though it's the first, you said D1. All right. Let's go to your list, man.
Stack one, stack two, 1 through 5.
We did let's do stack two.
Well, I just posted about this. Oh crap. I mean, it's an F, starts with an F. And
One word.
I it's a word and some numbers.
I have no idea. Who's in it? Someone trying to
No,
blow out the candle. No?
it's Julie Christie and Oscar Werner.
F. Okay, I don't remember what you posted about an F. How many words are in it?
It's one word and some numbers.
Fahrenheit 9/11.
It's Fahrenheit 451.
Oh, never saw it. Don't know what it's about, but
Based on a book.
I don't think it's about firefighting, right?
In a way, it is.
Oh, it is? Oh shit. All right. Well, let me just replace Backdraft with
It's
that.
about, I guess it's about a firefighter,
Okay.
but not in the normal sense.
Oh, okay. Well, then in that case, a firefighter is at his house and he's like, huh, I've fought fire all my life. But what's this? A tsunami and it's flooding. There's no fire to be fought but water. Yeah, that's my theory.
It is about a future where people, like the people in charge, are against book reading. So the firefighters find people who are hoarding books and collecting them all and then just burning them, putting them
Wow.
all on fire.
You said the title was Florida 495. Is that what you said?
uh, so yeah, that's the whole movie, is that there are people who are not supposed to be reading because the state believes they get crazy ideas from books and they don't want that anymore. And then so it's a firefighter who just plays by the rules, doesn't ever read books, just does his job. But then he meets this woman who talks about, hey, have you ever read a book? Have you ever kind of like peeked in one? And that gets his curiosity going. And then he does, and eventually becomes kind of obsessed with them and starts taking them from places where he was supposed to burn them. And there's a whole scene where they find this older woman and they find out she has like a whole library of books. And instead of leaving and letting them burn her books, she just stays in the house and they set the books on fire and fucking blaze her up, bro.
Holy shit, man. Wow.
She dies with her books.
I know a few people who would probably prefer to die with their books or at least get buried with books. Are you a book man, Scott?
I am not. So I have some books by the author Bret Easton Ellis that I really enjoy, and I've been reading his stuff since I was a teenager. And actually, I've been reading one book for about 2 years. I haven't read it in probably a year, about halfway through.
Yeah, I'm kind of there too. I mean, I have read books and I have been moved, and I've learned and shit like that. But yeah, I don't know. There needs to be more of a desire to read a book. But I've also noticed that I don't read fiction anymore. I want to read nonfiction. I don't know. I don't understand why. I don't know.
For me, it's just hard to find an author that I enjoy reading the words of. I've started books and I don't like how this is written.
Yeah, you were like the.
What are these large words?
uh, well, You know what? That movie sounds awesome. I'm interested. When was it
Well,
made?
this was made in like the 60s, this version. Um,
Wow.
VHS.
Scott,
And
this might be your first old movie on the
no,
show.
I think so. Yeah, 1966. They did a remake in 2018 with Michael B. Jordan that I have not checked out, that I still want to check out. It has Michael Shannon too, I believe. I think it was made for Showtime or HBO, but always been something I wanted to watch, but have not. This movie was really fun for about the first half and then got kind of boring.
Oh shit. Was the rest was in subtitles? I am proud of that joke right there. All right, let's move on.
Okay. I am going to go with A9.
A nine. Oh wow. Okay. All right.
Angels in the Outfield.
You wish. Three-word title. Starts with an A, of course. This is an older one, Scott. This is black and white. I'm
Oh
sorry.
my.
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh, anybody I know in it.
Uh Betty Davis.
All right, yeah. Oh no, I don't think I'm ever gonna guess a movie correct again from you if this is how it's gonna go. I have no idea.
Uh,
I don't know
uh
any old black and white. I don't watch black and white movies really.
that's fine. Why? Can I ask?
I guess I just haven't been exposed to them really. I don't know where to go or what to watch. I haven't like fallen into a black and white kind of
All right.
whatever. I don't
No,
really know why. I just haven't.
I would say Casablanca is the classic on the waterfront. Yeah, there's some good stuff. Now, this is all about Eve. That is the title, All About Eve. There's a classic quote of like, fasten your seatbelt, folks. It's going to be a bumpy ride or something like that, right?
I've heard that quote, but I've never heard of these three words strung together as a movie.
Oh shit. All right, guess the plot.
Well, fasten your seatbelts because they are on a cruise, but a high stakes cruise across the country in a car, trying to beat their friends to Kentucky to get to the Derby. And I don't know, man.
Yeah, but I mean, address Eve. Why is it all about her?
She is riddled with a disease, and that's also why she wants to go to the Derby because she's about to die.
She's dying from a disease that only Derby can cure. What
The
is
only
this,
cure
red
is
necrophilia or something like that? All right. Well, I only saw this once, a long time ago. But it's about Judy Davis is like an aging actress, and there Eve shows up. She's like the hot new thing, you know, and everyone's talking about her. But Judy Davis is extremely jealous and conniving, and I think it starts off in a big Hollywood party, kind of like old school Hollywood. Um, but it's very acting based. They're you know, there's sly word play and stuff like that. um I remember enjoying it. I just don't remember. I don't really remember how it ends, but it's just a slice of old Hollywood dealing with, you know, the I mean, women get the short stick, you know. They're like, you know, as soon as you turn 30, we're not, you know, we're not hiring anymore, you know, shit like that. So it was kind of like that even then. So that's what the movie's about.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I tend to enjoy older movies when I watch them because they, or at least the ones I've seen, play out more like a kind of play instead of like all these flashy cuts and whatnot. It's just kind of a shot and it follows them to here and then they're talking, or it's just the camera doesn't even move. And I kind of enjoy that.
Yeah, I think and it won it won a bunch of awards back in its day. If you care about the Oscars, it got a lot of acting stuff, directing, all that stuff. So yeah, it's fun. It's a fun little movie. Moving on to
I
your
do like the
list.
Oscars. I enjoyed your guys' conversation about it because I
Ah,
fall into I don't watch them. I check them out and see what the nominations are, and I check out see who the winners are, and then I'm like, oh no, or I don't know what this movie is. And
mm,
moving on. Just keep in mind, Stack One's kind of newer movies. Stack Two are older movies.
all right. Let's go to stack two then. Stack two five.
Oh yes, I love this movie. Starts with a J, one word.
Jaws.
No,
Uh, hmm. Who's
this
in it?
is early '90s,
Who's in
and
it?
it has Omar Epps. Do you know Omar? I like
I
Omar.
just, yeah.
If I say the
Fuck.
other one, it might give it away, but I don't know if you've seen this movie, so I'm just going to go ahead
Is
and
it
say
Juice?
it is.
Never seen
Yes.
it. Never seen it.
Oh, so
Oh.
good. So good. What do you think it's about?
Um, uh, I think, does it have something to do with basketball at all?
No.
No? Oh shit. Well, I really don't know. Is Tupac in it?
Yeah. And he's
I
super
s-
good. So good.
yeah, I saw something, a chunk of the movie with Tupac, and I think it might have been they were at a party and someone like brought a gun or something. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't watch too much of it, but I have no idea what it's about. Let me know, man.
Well, it's this group of friends, and Omar Epps is really into like DJing, so he wants to go to this DJ competition. And during the movie, things get heated from time to time, and then eventually, it kind of like blew my mind when this happened. So I apologize that you're not going to get to this experience, but because I didn't know anything really going into it, but Tupac ends up killing one of their friends as they're all like arguing and stuff with a gun. And then it becomes Tupac kind of being like, you're not going to tell anybody, blah blah blah. If you tell anybody, I'm going to kill you too. And Juice is all about like, I guess, street cred and like that kind of thing. So it's I don't
Oh,
know much.
like the whole like don't snitch sort of street code or something.
It's like you got the power, you got the like something in you. So then it becomes the third act is kind of like Tupac trying to kill Omar Epps' character. So he's like chasing him. So he's going through this party and whatnot, and it's just like this whole ordeal. But it was so good in terms of building up their friendship. You really felt like everyone was kind of friends and they were just having fun. Uh, and then that turn, it just was so fun to watch play out because then it just becomes all about them being scared of their friend, and he's kind of a loose cannon, so you don't really know what he's going to do. Love the
Uh,
movie.
isn't now Tupac? He acted in quite a bit of stuff, right? Like, wasn't he kind of an actor before he was a rapper or some shit?
This was the first movie he starred in, and I guess it was going to star somebody else, like someone from Boys to the Hood, but then they had a falling out with the director. So then Tupac came in and just killed it. It was like his first big screen debut, and then he had some movies afterwards that weren't as good in my opinion, but he always was a good actor in my opinion.
Oh shit! Wow.
But it's
You know who
very
was a
early 90s stuff, and it's a lot of fun just to kind of like there's a whole scene where Omar finally gets to the club and he's scratching the records and whatnot, and it's just so good. So good, Vince. So good.
no? I think I saw that. A lot of that sounds familiar. But you know who I think is a better actor than Tupac? Biggie.
Oh, yeah. Did he have starring roles in Hollywood productions as well?
Uh, I'm just saying that if I got to choose sides, I'm going with Biggie. Yeah. All right. Let's anything else to say? We can move on.
Moving on.
It sounds good though. My interest is peaked. We talked recently. We were gonna talk about this movie really quick, and
Oh
then
my gosh, yes.
let's talk about Troy, man. You've seen it.
I
What do you think about it?
went and saw it in theaters, enjoyed it quite a bit. The scene that stands out to me is when there's I think it's Eric Bana. He's fighting him and then murders him and then rides away with his body tied to the.
Achilles kills Prince Hector. Yeah, Brad Pitt kills fucking Eric Bana.
And I
Yeah.
was just like, oh my God. It was so fun to watch. Good movie.
Yeah. I think it might be one of my favorite Brad Pitt performances. I really liked him in that role. Um, of course you have Orlando Bloom, who I always feel is like, I don't know. He did his job as an elf, you know. But after that, I'm like, I don't know. But he played this. He was well cast for this role. He's supposed to look, you know, make eyes at the princess, steal her, and then he's like, oh my god, I fucked up. Oh my god, I can't fight. Please, you know, brother, save me and shit like that. And then he's like, I'm so full of shame. Maybe if I shoot these arrows, you know. I think that's oh yeah, that's another elf reference, I guess. Couldn't help but notice that. But I like how that whole movie was played out. Eric Bana, I think that was his best role as well. I just thought all the acting was solid. This was my introduction to Rose Byrne. Is that her name? She was the priestess that Achilles uh, takes it to the heels to, or whatever. I don't know what the reference is.
I have no idea. I think it's been since '04 when I watched it in the theaters when I last saw it. I'm not a huge fan of Orlando Bloom or anything that he does. So I don't remember him even being in the movie. I blocked it out. I'm like, no, I hate Orlando, but I do like magic.
And I do like Florida. Well, I like Greek mythology a lot, so that was cool. Even though there were some complaints, I guess, where they're like, "There's no gods in this movie," but I'm like, I think it works okay without them. You see it from a very human perspective, and they're always talking about the gods. Like the whole fucking reason why they take that Trojan horse near the end is because the Trojans or the Greeks, oh, god damn it, Trojans. They were so like, oh, the gods say this, the gods say that. They, you know, he had all these yes men, but only for God. I don't know. But like Peter O'Toole is convinced to take in that horse into his wall that's never been breached. And that's the great fall of Troy. That's so fucked up. Oh man.
Yeah.
And then you also get Odysseus, Sean Bean. I like him in this role. He doesn't fucking die. How about that? Holler.
Yeah, that's the guy who
Yeah.
dies in all the movies.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, exactly.
Kind of familiar.
Oh, I don't know, man. This awesome action set pieces. There's so much that I enjoy about this movie. Yeah. Could be top 10 somewhere, maybe action movies.
Hey, you like it that much, boy?
I kind of do, man. I kind of do. What else? What else? This was right before or right during CGI armies clashing were becoming cliche. And I feel like that kind of hurt it, you know? I feel like if Troy would have came out a couple years, maybe even a year before it actually came out, people would have responded more, because I think this is right after Lord of the Rings, right? This is like 2004. So Return of the King was 03, right?
Not a Lord of the Rings guy.
Well, you don't have to be,
Those
Scott. You just got to
movies.
know the dates. It did come out in 03. So, yeah, I think
The
it should
second
have helped. Yeah.
was that the second one? Return of the King.
No, that was the last one. I know it shouldn't. I shouldn't.
When did the first one come out? I thought the first one came out in like 01.
Yeah, but they came out every year.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yes, math, yes. God damn it! I want to. What else do you remember from the Scott?
Not much. I remember someone being dragged as they were dead, and that fight was just so cool with the ting ting ting.
There, man. Yeah, I have more to say, but I feel I'll just be geeking out, especially if you don't remember anything. Where I'm like, well, now
I'm like, yeah, okay.
oh, okay. Brian Cox, he plays the I can't remember their names. They're so hard to remember, but he's a great villain. He's the war king or whatever. He wages war because his brother was, slighted. Helen was taken from him by Orlando. Agamemnon, Agamemnon. Fuck, I used to know all these names, Scott.
Oh,
What?
the old age. It's finally hitting him. That memory steel trap of yours is just disintegrating as we speak.
That'd be funny if, like, on my deathbed, I don't remember
You
anything.
just shout his name. What?
All I remember are Greek mythologies at the end. That'd be kind of cool. And then Cerberus wagged its tail. All right. Well, hey, that was Troy. I didn't do it justice. I want to cover this in like a mind reels style, like the whole episode's dedicated to Troy. I would love that.
Right after we stop this episode, you're gonna just record a whole episode of you going scene by scene. And
Well, I guess we could sew this up, huh, Scott?
sure.
So in that case, like, subscribe, comment. This was my movie recollection with Vincent Cloud.
And your boy Scott Allwood.
Your boy Scat Allwood.
Eddie.